I'm super excited.
This is a day Portland police officer Paul Meyer looked forward to for years.
Oh, jeez. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
There are phone calls of congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that very much, Brian. That's huge. Thank you.
And talk of future assignments.
Thanks. It's out of the comfort zone. It's a whole new challenge, and there's a lot riding on it with everything going on. So I'm excited about that. Yeah.
As the crowd grows for Meyer and the others who will be promoted here, it feels a bit overwhelming.
There's tons of people here, man. It is crazy.
More crazy than you can imagine.
It's amazing. I'm going to go roll it up.
To understand it all, take a step back in time. Paul Meyer lived his dream job as an able-bodied Portland cop.
Yeah, absolutely. Loving work. It was the best ever. I couldn't believe I was getting paid to do the things I was doing. I would have done it for free.
He joined the Bureau as a 22-year-old, then quickly moved up to Special Weapons and the Tactical Team, where he spent 8 years. He loved it all, even the raw weather that lashed his ATV training mission on Hayden Island back in 2012.
And we were, in a line and I was a couple back from the lead, and we were heading back. And then the next thing I remember was a good 10 to 12 days after the accident.
The top half of a tree the size of a telephone pole snapped in the wind.
Hitting directly on top of the helmet.
The impact crushed his spine. Surgeons eventually pieced it back together, but the nerves were shot. He'll never walk again. The days of standing with his sons fishing were over.
I was a wreck.
It took weeks for it to sink in. Portland police stationed an officer outside his hospital room night and day.
I was never alone. Even after, all the way through my whole stay in the hospital. I was there for 51 days.
They were there in case he needed anything, and he did.
Calling my wife, bawling, going, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how to work this. And she's like, who's outside the door? Have him come in. I'm on the way.
The officer convinced Meyer to ease up, to forget his old fit self, and focus on progress over the next year. He'll never forget the support. It allowed his wife, Mary, to leave for hours and take care of their boys while he healed.
And it helped me too. I was never alone. So if I had a hard time, I could call somebody in and we could talk and laugh and joke and yeah, it was pretty amazing. Very lucky, very, very lucky.
He'd always had that positive attitude and over time applied it to his new reality.
I could spend time being upset and angry or depressed and not happy about what happened. But all the time I spend doing that, I lose with them.
But it was not easy for any of them.
I get emotional about it still. Mourning the life that we had. And learning how to live in this new state. It's tough. Paul makes it look easy, and it's hard every day.
Everything is different.
It is overwhelming. Some days are really, really difficult. He's in pain a lot.
It's impossible to ignore.
There is nerve pain that I still have. I can't wear shorts. I got swelling so badly in my lower legs that I've got to wear these wraps, the compression wraps, to try to, around from my knee down through to my foot.
But he'd rather not talk about it. There are new adventures, shooting bows with his boys, salmon fishing, even skydiving.
He wants to do this. He wants to live life.
And in quiet moments, he knows it could have ended so much worse. He's visited the police memorial in Washington, D.C., where he shaded the name of Officer Tom Jeffries, killed by a gunman in Portland 20 years ago.
As I'm shading his name, I'm like, my name's not on this wall. And I see all these pictures of these kids, of them with their dads or moms at, leaving memorials and things, and my family doesn't have to do that. And so it was just one of those moments where, man, I'm fortunate. I'm very lucky.
Well, I'd like to welcome everyone to this promotion ceremony this morning.
Which is why this day is so special.
Stand to get my badge.
That's awesome.
I can't tell you how excited I am.
He'd returned to work, focused on doing his best, reset his sights on a goal from before the accident, becoming a sergeant. Today, that dream became reality.
Paul Meyer.
And to top it all off, Paul Meyer stood with special robotic legs to accept the promotion. And the chief asked Mary to officially give him his sergeant's badge. A day, years in the making, left hardly a dry eye in the room.